All right, folks, we are here to talk about Craig of the Creek captured the flag. The freaking thing, I was like, oh, it's going to come soon, man. It's going to come soon. You know, the king is going to go head to head with the other side of the creek. So, just in case for those who actually don't want spoilers, this is going to be extremely spoiler filled. So, for the love of God, run. For everyone else who actually is like, I'm able to get all the episodes, I just need to know exactly what to do. Well, you need to have been watching Craig of the Creek for a long while. And as soon as you watch Snowball fight, that's the thing that actually will be the evidence of how did they actually do things? Because you wouldn't know that, well, start the spoilers. In Snowball fight, when he was going to just use that to actually conquer the other side of the creek, well, Maya actually secretly sneaked away and saw how things operate, meaning that she saw Kit in the crutch that she can put on the whole entire creek. So, with that said, here we go with part one, the candy. Excuse me. So, here we go. So, part one, basically what occurred is that Kit is out of candy. She's out of everything. She's out of snacks. You would figure it's because Maya kept on sneaking. Because also in the Snowball, note that Maya actually took candy and snacks away from Kit. She's been stealing. So you would figure she kept on stealing, and that's what happened is that she stole to the point of where there's no supply and demand is really, really hard to do if someone keeps on stealing every single chance you get. So it didn't happen that way. Excuse me. And I have to admit that when it comes to this whole war of Craig of the Creek, the whole war of the Creek, well, it actually turned into something that they actually made sure that. So you had to also watch another episode that included them searching for things. Like there was 2 extra episodes that you might have to watch to actually capture the flag because they already just freaking just blur it out. It's like, it's capture the flag. That's what's going to happen. It's like, well, I would prefer you just called it War of the Creek and then changed it to Capture the Flag. Something like that. Like a very sneaky move where it's like, bam! Instead of you just blurted it out. It's either that or that should have just been a freaking marathon of this whole entire freaking episodes, which I think technically that was supposed to be what occurred. All right. Continue on. So instead of the way I thought that would happen is that they would just basically get Kit under their command, their yield. No, they just took Kit out of the equation. So, and it's very, very messed up. And it's like, okay, well, someone's going to have to tell somebody. Someone's going to have to tell Kit's parents and Kit's grandmother that was a fake. That was a fake one. And someone's going to get in trouble. It's like someone's definitely going to have to get in trouble for that crap. But anyways, what they decided to do is take Kit, and Maya had to have walked around, period. She had to spy on Kit, period. So she kept on spying on Kit, and she sees where she gets the supply of her treats, snacks, etc., from her grandma by good grades. So that means that, oh, let's forge a freaking report card, which you know that's extremely bad in pretenses, don't you? Forging a report card, a student forging a report card for another student. You know that's very, very messed up and bad, right? So you already will understand that the one who actually got screwed over the most in this whole entire episode, whole entire event is Kit. So Kit actually has to do none other than go to summer school. Even though you do have to actually ask one more question. It's like one more question I just thought of is, hold on. Why in the world would they actually allow her to go to summer school if all the teachers and stuff saying, hey, why you're here? It's like, because I got bad grades. No, you didn't. And it's like, dun, dun, dun. It's like, I would have loved that twist would have been in the event too, but that wasn't. They just wrote her out of the story, period. Instead of being like, yeah, well, she did some digging herself, or, you know, when she went to summer school, the teachers aren't stupid being like, oh, well, welcome to summer school. It's more like, yeah, you shouldn't be here. You're straight A student. You still got straight A's. And it's like, yeah, let me see that report card. What the fuck? This is not our report card. This is a forged report card. Dun, dun, dun. That didn't happen. So anyways, So part one was the fact of the king decides to just start throwing squishers, aka gushers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they will get sued if they use those names. But then they threw those, and can I just say that when it comes to squishers versus gushers, gushers are very, very small. Squishers is a freaking is a freaking chip bag, potato chip bag. If we had those really in real life, oh hell yes. But of course, it's going to cost even more money than yeah, gushers. I think technically all those six pouches will be into one. Yeah, into freaking M1. But anyways, he threw the squishers into the water, and kids seeing this, and then the king actually is trying to make it there. He's trying to go through it, and it's like you have the green poncho who's holding them, and of course, well, lots of people are fighting for the candy, and it's crazy that it's like so many snacks has been fighting over and stuff, and now we're to the point of where the Council of the Creek had to go and meet face to face with the king, and the green poncho actually being there to be the person in between them. And lo and behold, sadly, everyone voted for. It's like, so we had a good vote, and it was a good tie game until freaking damn Tommy. Yeah, it's my candy. He voted against it, and it's like, oh, so it's 6-5. I'm like, who the frick put you in here? Who in the world allowed you in here? So yeah, basically, you had the ones who actually are righteous and said, yeah, no. And you have the other ones who are just like, well, we want snacks, we want candy, and he seems okay. Let's bring him over. So he gets to come over. He now put the red carpet all over the place thanks to the blip, the bleep. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, so you have the Sonic character. Yes, you have the Sonic character just doing that, and then you had the strong character of his group straight up destroy Kid's freaking sign and replaced it with the king sign. What the frick? Yeah, it gets to the total what the frick. Hold on, let me just get the photos because you guys get to see photos. Yes, you get to see photos I modified. Hopefully I don't get freaking copyrighted with, it could happen, but I doubt they can do it because I did something very sneaky and awesome, so they can shove it. Shove it. Shove it. All right, let's see. So, all right, let's see. So, yeah, you have that and the king, and then you have sadly the king starting to conquer the places. First, he goes with the ninja, goes to the ninja, not Ninja Village, but the Ninja Hideaway. I guess it's like it's called something else, but just don't sue me on this. It's like, yeah, so the ninjas get booted out from their island because they have a waterfall, and the king likes to actually enjoy that waterfall. So that's now the king's waterfall. What the frick? And then he took away the Horse Girl Meadows because, well, it seems pretty stupid. So he stopped that crap. And then he actually broke Bubble Cadet's wand. He actually broke it because he decided to be stupid and got in the way of the bubble, and the bubble actually stinged his eye. So he broke it in half. Oh, he ordered it to get broken in half. What the frick? And then after that, we have Toman. We have Toman, and Toman decided to actually play games with him. It's like, yeah, there's an actual playground. We've seen the playground many times in the episodes. And well, Toman is like, hey, let's play a game, King. And he's like, let's play horse. And then Toman is just too cool for himself. He threw it somewhere that's like impossible. And the king tried, and he actually got screwed over. And then, well, what he does is decide to actually ban freaking the basketball. And then Craig actually tried to intervene. And lo and behold, well, oh, his name is Bobby, not Tommy. Yeah, Bobby. So it turns out the king decides to actually blackmail. Yeah, it's like the king decides to freaking blackmail, and thus we have Craig getting Craig's mom. He's putting mamas into this. Xavier's putting mamas into this, and freaking damn Bobby told him Craig's mother's number. Son of a So he actually called Craig's mom and faked the point of where he got pushed by Craig. What the frick? And personally, just thinking about it, it's like, hey, does it's like, yeah, it gets to another question. Like, you think a mom would actually straight up take someone's word for it of someone she never heard of before? Just seriously, it's like, what, he's new in town and he gets pushed. It's like, well, if there's a new kid in town, I'm pretty sure there should have been talks and stuff and parents being met and stuff like that, kind of. But anyways, yeah, so the mom kind of took his word, but not really. She just told him, oh, come on home right now. And it's like, what the frick? Personal note, I got the same thing a long time ago as a kid. Yeah, it's like, yeah, let's do a special personal moment. So I was 6 years old and we were playing in the playground, right? So you would figure tying two girls up with a rope is kind of like, no, 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 that's bad. No, 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 that's bad. That's bad. But I think there was no one out there. And basically, what I did was stop the whole entire thing, freed the girls because, well, he was in mid tying, pushed them away. And I went away because, well, because the girls didn't say anything. The girls didn't say, "Oh my gosh, why did you do that? Oh my gosh, we know he was playing." No, they were silent as fuck. They were seriously silent. So, pretty sure it was against their will. Pretty sure it was against their will. They were just frozen, frozen, had nothing to say. You know, it was kind of like a girl you did something unbelievable and she's just still like frozen like a statue. That's what happened. And then when we get back into the class, even though, there's apparently no adult that was watching because we were right there at the steps, nearby the steps where adults supposed to be watching, he goes in, he tells the teacher what happened, but he didn't tell the full damn ass story. So basically, he just said he pushed me, but it's like I didn't get no say. I wasn't able to tell what he was doing or why he got pushed, just the fact of I pushed him. So, do you think the hero actually got rewarded, etc.? No, I got freaking booted from a school sleepover, and I actually cried about it at my grandma's house in a freaking sleeping bag of Toy Story that we bought for that occasion. Yeah. Hopefully, kids who are listening to this don't take this as in don't be a hero, but apparently, yeah, kind of don't be a hero. So, anyways, yeah, Bobby, and then, yeah, it's Mr. Freak Up, dude. It's Mr. Freak Up. Meanwhile, Craig actually has to go home, and then we get to episode 2. And hold on, let me just get the name of the episode 2 so maybe let's see can say that. So, episode 2, even though stupid idiot decided to get out of the thing, is like, dude, I need to tell him. I think episode 2 is called The King, right? Go on, you jerk. It's like, apparently, I'm just gonna have to go without it because it decided to go off with it. Anyways, we're just gonna say it's the king. If it's not, then this tablet deserves to get thrown to the wall. Anyways, we get started with the part of don't play with this kid. This kid is evil. And then we have Xavier's checking out the 10 Speeds location, and he actually got himself hurt. Yeah, he got himself freaking damn hurt. And note Jason, the Boy Scout, he actually is now in league with the king. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. So basically, he told Maya and the strong woman, to destroy the mounds of all the 10 Speeds, the 10 Speeds mounds. So actually, first things first, she was kind of being nice. And I'm like, she will be very useful next time. It's like, yeah, it's like, because, well, I know this is a spoiler, but I'm just saying, when it comes to making the mounds again, she had good ideas of how to make it safer. So it's like, if they're able to make the mounds yet again, which I'm pretty sure she's going to help, she's going to be able to fortify it more to actually make it a little bit more sturdier. And of course, the 10 Speeds were like, hey, King, hey, Xavier, we can actually teach you tricks, you know? And he's like, no, no, you think I need to be taught tricks? No, destroy everything. And Maya was there to destroy everything. And of course, you have Jason being very, very upset of this whole entire thing. But then all of a sudden, while going to the next location, he's stopped by Yo, you stop by some freaking bandits and the bandits steal your candy. And note you have yeah, you kind of have Maya showing up, but Maya actually wasn't there though. That's the thing, is that Maya was not there. Maya came later. So the candy was stolen and JP was there too. And yeah, they stole all his candy and ran for it. And Maya did show up, but they were able to actually flee. And then Xavier, like the king, Xavier, actually decided to start complaining on Maya, basically saying, "You weren't here when I needed you." And it's like, you told her to destroy the mount of the 10 speeds. Of course she won't be there. It's like, figure out your own priorities, man. It's like, yeah, so she basically is now feeling the pressure. So much pressure. And then, of course, you have, sorry, mosquito. You have Kelsey and JP going to Craig's place along with the other two. And well, lo and behold, even though Craig is not actually in the creek, and his mom is like, oh, well, he can go anytime he wants, but he needs to cool down because he's a bit frustrated from the previous thing that just happened. And it's like, oh, anyways, it looks like Craig actually just has his own base of operations. So basically, their idea is just continue to try to take candy to the point of where he doesn't actually have enough candy and snacks to give everyone, which is not making a dent at all. So the idea is very simple. Because one of them, which used to be the I forgot which Rangers they call themselves, but yeah, it's like they actually dropped everything and now they actually have their normal civilian clothes. So, anyways, apparently one of them actually gave Xavier homework once, but instead of actually doing it, he was actually being very, very fierce on him. He did his homework for him and they got a B, even though he should have got an A. So basically, he told him where his house is, and that's when they go. And we see many people who are there, from the original BFF of the king, two randos, and low original green poncho. That's beautiful. Yeah, it's like, yeah, we get to see the original green poncho, and then the kids actually tried to do something and try to actually talk to her to talk some sense into Xavier. And then she pulls her aside and say, hey, listen, I don't do this crap anymore. This is childish. And Vincent, Kenneth, do something about this. And it's like, what the fuck? So it looks like Vincent is actually the older brother, not the younger brother. So it's like, it's not going to be a circle of succession afterwards. No, Kenneth was the original brother. Holy crap. And of course, like I said, in the other one is apparently Kenneth did not become king of the creek like that. Basically, they were actually, in quotations, LARPing, and apparently the elders of the creek, lo and behold, they were friends with Kenneth. And then all of a sudden, construction happened, and damn it, son of a. It's like, yeah, damn, son of a big. And well, many people actually enjoyed his costume, and they decided to role play with him, thus becoming king of the creek. And that's what happened. And then accessions happened where, yep, now you have basically his sister took his place, made it a little bit more darker, and now you have Vincent, who is truly conquering stuff. And of course, you would figure reason why this is all going down is because the parents are being too strict on their boy. So, anyways, besides that, we have lots of pictures of Craig, and it's like, what the frig, man? Pictures is like Craig bad, Craig angry, Craig bad. And Craig actually made it to the stump to actually do the messed up procedure, the Omega plan, which is capture the flag. Holy shoes! Holy shoesers, man! Oh my gosh! Next is the legend. Yeah, like, oh, good. I'm glad you're actually able to update, you dumb, stupid idiot. Well, anyways, so basically now we're getting to the point of where what happens when the king actually is not The king, exactly. So he basically invites all his rough, tough crew to have a sleepover with him. And Maya, of course, is freaking late. Damn. Anyways, we have some stuff that's going on where basically he's like, well, Maya, listen, if I'm getting screwed over too much with the kids who are bandits that's stealing my candy and you can't handle it, I might just find a new BFF. And it's like, whoa. And everyone actually sees the tense in that while Jason actually still beating and playing. And of course, well, she's like, no, I won't be able to actually do this. It's like, yeah, I'm able to step up and do what needs to be done. And then lo and behold, you have Craig showing up. It's like, yes, you have Craig showing up. And it's like, what the frick? And Craig actually just says, you know what? We're gonna have, it's like, besides, they're like, okay, we're gonna take you down now, man. It's like all of us versus you're going down. And it's like, I have a proposition for you. We're gonna play capture the flag. If you win, you can have the whole entire creek and I will leave the creek forever. If you lose, your kingdom is destroyed once and for all. And I love how Craig actually does this. It's like, yeah, it's like, and Craig actually did something awesome, which was he actually got the remote to the surround sound. And he actually was able to say, yeah, if Maya hits me or does anything, I'm going to press this sound so loud that your parents wake up and the neighborhood will wake up. And it's like, no, okay. So yeah, there you go. And I love the fact of, and I don't have it here because, if I showed lots and lots of photos, Cartoon Network will get mad. Well, if you allow me to do this crap, then I most likely won't have the photos, would I? Cartoon Network. Instead, you raised the damn price. Sorry, kids, if you're watching this, you won't understand that. But as for everyone else who's actually digging this, yes, you understand what's going on. And Cartoon Network, you're an idiot. Anyways, next day, oh yeah, note. Yeah, it's cool that Craig just disappeared out of nowhere, but he actually just escaped through the window. And I will say, as soon as we get to the library, how all this actually played out, because it was pretty damn cool. Anyways, so the next day they're in the library and now they're talking about capture a flag and they're actually getting some good intel by Jason. Yep, Jason actually is on their side, and that's how he got into the sleepover. Jason actually packed him in his bag. So ta-da! So anyways, basically they have a good rundown of where the three places that they're going to put the flag, either on the King's Keep, in the maze, or in this whatever stone building. Kind of crazy that if you look at this, the royalty, not the royalty, but the fancy kids, they don't show up ever again in this event, which is like, oh, I see. So you guys are too fancy and this is too dirty for you. So you're going to back out, even though you're part of this. You're the ones who voted them in. You got to get dirty. You have a freaking axe. You got a freaking damn axe. You're going to leave the axe and just be like, oh, you guys can do it. That's messed up, man. I wanted to see her in action with that damn axe. It's like, I wanted to see her in action with that axe. We only got to see her to do it one time when the cake was a lie. But I kind of want to see her wielding that axe. But we're not going to get that here, which sucks. Anyways, basically, we have the good plan. And yeah, Jason actually is a double agent. And now he's gonna get more recruits because they're like, well, how can we do this? It's like, if you want 4 squads, how can we do this if everyone is like, yeah? So we got the Sewer Queen who got dethroned too. They kicked the Sewer Queen out of her place. When it comes to Cannonball, sadly, he is simulating bike riding. That's just sad. Toman also decided to grow tomatoes at his own house. So he actually had his own tomato patch in the creek, and now he has a tomato patch in his own backyard. Then you have the 2 brothers who actually are part of the paintball. They actually quit the creek. We have Sparkle Cadet, which for the first time ever, we got to see her civilian look, which is like, huh, Interesting. And of course, we get Omar back, and he tries to get Omar back in, and he does. And then here's everyone with the plan, and they thank Craig's mom for giving out the refreshments. So everyone is coming up with a plan, and then all of a sudden, Bobby shows up. It's like, I know I was wrong. Please let me make it up to you. It's like, no, don't make it up to me. Make it up to the creek. So here we go with the king, and the king actually is like, oh, what the friggin'. Yeah, so the king is actually getting himself ready. And of course, you see the creek is like very, very empty, and now it begins. Actually, I think I skipped one. Oops. It's like, yeah, that was like, it's like, oops. Oh yeah, that was the plan. Yeah, so the plan was, yeah, the plan was somewhere in there. It's like, sorry, I actually mixed part 3 and 4 together. My bad. Now it's time for the game. It's like, yes, and oh my goodness. It's like I was watching from 1 through 4, and then I have to wait until the fifth one shows up, and it's like, no, oh no, you can't do this to me. So, anyways, yeah, so here's everyone. They're all lined up on the side of the creek. Well, not everyone, but everyone in the creek with Craig, they're all ready to go, except for, of course, the fancy ones. The fancy ones are not even there. And, well, almost everyone's there except for the fancy ones. And it's like, well, that sucks. That sucks. Like, let's look. You do have the Boy Scouts. You do have some of the, you have at least the cardboard commander, I guess we can call her. And of course, we got the redheaded jerk. It's like almost everybody is there except for the fancy ones. And even the troll kid, not troll kid, the bridge kid is even there. So then we get the part of where now the first squad goes in, and they all were getting frozen, and then the second squad goes in, even though Craig said don't do it because, well, it was his brother. He gotta save his older brother, and they went in and they got taken down too. And now the brothers together are taken down together. And note this is freeze tag rules, meaning that one touch and they're stone/frozen. And then you have the and then you have the free and then Tomon showed up with the trash lord. And the freaking this freaking soldier was like, what? Wait, what the freak he's talking about? And he's like, everything's lava. Oh, what the hell, Tomon? Like usual, Tomon does it, but then all of a sudden, it looks like we do have a turncoat. The girl who got jinxed apparently switched sides, and she took out Tomon. And, well, the science kids are able to have the smoke bomb that we saw some years ago. I mean, some episodes ago. So they recreated the smoke bomb and they threw it. And, well, she got papped in the face. It's like, yes, the poor girl is like, you shouldn't have switched sides. And then, meanwhile, in the sewer, we have Bobby. We have Green Poncho, and we have Sparkle Cadet. I said Bubble Cadet. I meant Sparkle Cadet. My bad. Anyway, so they're actually going through the sewer to go to the stone monument, in quotation, stone monument. And as for Craig, however, so we have already everyone split. So Kelsey's team is going to go to the maze and work there. Craig's team is going to go to the King's Keep. And of course, yeah, Green Poncho is doing that one. As for JP, well, we'll get to that when we can. So Craig's team all got taken out, but he's able to blow his whistle that Wildernessa gave him, and there she is. And it's some good freaking back and forth. It's like this time around, it's like some good back and forth. Meanwhile, the 10 speeds along with Kelsey goes to the maze. And, well, there's a disturbance. It's like, yeah. And meanwhile, we get to see where JP is, which the scratchless one returns, which, hey, it's been so long since we've seen him. They decide to put their flag with, crap, I forgot his name, with the Box Lord or the Box Crazy Man. It's like, yeah, so that kid actually has his robo command center, and the little children along with JP and him and the Scratchless one, are all in the itchy Poison Ivory patch. So there's no way, shape, or form anyone can actually get through there. Yep. And meanwhile, at the freaking Stone place, it's like, meanwhile, at the Stone place, we have the guy, Jackie, aka the Pitcher, man. He can freaking throw. It's like, I'm pretty sure he's named after Jackie Robinson. Of course he has to be. So yeah, he's able to throw freaking water. He throw water, the freaking water balloons, and oh my gosh, he has an arm. And meanwhile, we get to cut to what's going on with Kelsey in the maze, which they made it to the maze. The 10 speeds made it to the maze. And, well, they all getting taken out. It's like, yeah, we got people getting taken out left and right. You now have the poor horse girl getting taken out. And, well, then we get to cut to Craig, who made it close to the freaking hideout. The King's, yeah. King's Outpost. And, well, of course, the one that's very, very strong is there. It's like, oh, what the fuck? So, Roden Elsa and Cheesecakes is there to actually battle her. And Craig's there too. Meanwhile, we have JP looking, and Maya's over here. Oh, what the frick? Maya's over here. Maya took out the Sewer Queen, which Sewer Queen might need some lessons in actually using a weapon. But she tried her best. It would have been great if they had like one small platform, and this is where the fancy kids go. And it's like, yes, give her the damn axe. Fight! Show her that you're crazy. Nope. So yeah, she got taken out. Meanwhile, for Jackie over here, Bubble Cadet decides to actually do a nice freaking bubble wall, but Jackie's able to freaking just do fastballs to break through it. Oh my goodness. Meanwhile, we have the Speedster over here, and the Speedster already took out Handlebarb and the other guy. Well, basically for Handlebarb, he took off both her tires and then froze her. The other guy, he just took his freaking helmet, and he's like, no, I can't bike without my helmet. He has a point. He kind of has a point, kids. Don't bike without your helmet. Unless you actually are really skilled. But even then, don't bike without your helmet, because your mom will yell at you. Or your dad will yell at you. Anyways, here we go with the Speedster. And Cannonball does something that actually goes back. Yeah, he takes us back, which I think I'm skipping ahead a little bit. Meanwhile, when it comes to the big one, I forgot the big one has pipes on her, and she just bit a messed up Screech. A Screech so freaking powerful that Cheesecakes was like, yep, it's Mr. Freak Up, dude. It's Mr. Freak Up. And then she was gonna go and attack Craig, but Wildernessa took the hit for him. Oh my gosh. And Wildernessa actually was gonna say, Craig, I did this because I like you. Oh, it's like, man, let me tell you, Craig has so many choices. I don't get crap in this world, but Craig got so many choices. He got, I forgot her name. Man, I forgot her name, but the one that actually is homeschooled. He has Kit, he has Wildernessa, and he even has Sparkle Cadet. It's like he has 4 choices in this whole entire thing, and it sucks that I don't get a single one. All right, yeah, sorry, back to it. Ow. And all of a sudden, believe it or not, they throw back. It's like, oh my God, this is a beautiful dream come true. I was hoping when it comes to this War for the Creek, you have a Avengers Endgame like thing going on, and they did not disappoint. They brought back Ultron or Voltron, or they brought back the kid from the freaking future. And I'm like, whoa. And what's even funnier is that of course, he got some good raps. He got some good lines, man. And the girl's digging it. The girl is digging it. So she's so distracted by me, like, hey, oh, hey. It's like, oh my God. Meanwhile, we go back. So, yeah, it keeps cutting back and forth. What you expect? 3 stories in one. Anyways, we got Bubble Cadet actually decided to make. It was a good idea of Bobby's like, okay, how big of a bubble can you make? So the idea now is that since they need a way to get over the wall, Bobby decides to actually bubble himself, and she made a big fat bubble, and then Bobby was able to go all over there, pop out, and then all of a sudden goes for you. Dun, 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 dun. Meanwhile, like I was hinting at, Cannonball shows the Cannonball space. He's like, yeah, basically the technical speed force. And it's kind of crazy that this blip or the blurb right here, and his name was the blurb, it's kind of crazy that he never saw this before. But yeah, it's like Cannonball was actually able to match his speed. He really was able to match his speed. And it's like, it's crazy. So yeah, he was able to actually take him down. And let's see. I forgot what this cut was. It's like there was another cut that happened. I'm pretty sure it's just because Maya was actually rampant and she's really getting there. Meanwhile, Craig actually made it to the King's Keep. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then we have the kids. He's like, yeah, we got the little kids. He's like, yeah, surely she's not gonna make it, right? Because she's very, very close. And well, the funniest part is like the of course, the box guy, he was like, yeah, no, there's no way. I got some good stuff here. So he actually shot some peanuts, packing peanuts at her, and she's like, what the frick? What the frick? What the what? What? So she's dodging, and then of course the real rapscallion that we remember way before when it came to the snowball fight, he showed up again. We already saw him many times before, and he actually decided to load himself in the cannon. Oh my gosh! And he got airborne. Oh, what in the world? And sadly, he got freaking baseball batted back into it. And now he's a good kid. Oh my gosh. She knocked the sense back into him. Oh, good Lord. So Maya's here now, and Maya has the freaking base in the eye and sees the flag. Oh, good Lord. And oh, the good news is that they're able to run away. Yes, they're able to run away. And she got so angry that she used the trampoline, which is like, oh, dang it. And she actually destroyed the freaking base. The base is destroyed, and she has the flag. Oh, no. And then we get the report, and it's like, yeah, everyone gets a report of Maya has the flag, someone has to stop her. So we have the green poncho, who is a little bit far. So it's up to Kelsey to go and stop her. So we get to have the in quotations final battle. Which again, I was hoping that we would train her and she could actually get a bigger sword and stuff, but sure, we get to here. Meanwhile, Craig actually made it to the King's Hold. And, well, it turns out that the flag is nowhere to be found. In quotations, nowhere. But it turns out he put it on his cape, which is like, wow. He got it sewed on his cape. And, well, at least Xavier does know how to play the freaking piano. That's cool. And well, he's like, yeah, well, listen here, buddy. All I got is just one finger, and I just got to touch you, and this is all over with. And Maya already got the flag by now. And it's like, oh my goodness. And then we get to see the scenario I was kind of hoping it will build to later, but it's happening now, where we have Maya versus Kelsey. Oh my goodness. Meanwhile, of course, the king, like I said, he's gloating about the fact of just one touch and you're gone. And of course, he flashed the flag by accident, and well, he just continues going on with it. Of course, this is a back and forth. We get to see a back and forth between Kelsey and Maya versus Craig and King Xavier. We get to see this back and forth, and well, she is really getting beaten up, but thank goodness the Green Poncho showed up, but he brought a friend. The original Green Poncho. Oh my gosh, let's go. Oh my goodness. Yes, this is really Avengers Endgame level. This is really Avengers Endgame level. It's so crazy. Meanwhile, we have Bubble Cadet because, well, the strong one was because, well, the one from the future eventually left, and then she's standing there being like, what? So she goes after Craig, and she's actually hiding, waiting, and then she's about to pounce but then the Sparkle Cadet gets her, and it's like, yeah, Sparkle Cadet. So Craig took the first Craig actually had to save the king because the king was about to get him, and he was about to fall off the freaking balcony. Oh, good Lord. He saved the king, grabbed the cape, and away we go. Meanwhile, when it comes to, so this is basically does mirror Endgame because now everyone's passing him around of getting transport. So first things first, he's able to be saved by Sparkle Cadet. He runs, and of course, Cannonball shows up from the cause I don't care. Speed Force. Okay. Sue me, DC. Sue them, DC. You can't do crap. Anyways, yeah, so there are 5 warriors and he got taken down by Cannonball, and Cannonball is escorting him. Meanwhile, we have the three warriors. We have two green ponchos and Kelsey, and sadly, Omar's bow has been destroyed. Yep, Omar's bow has been destroyed, which I guess technically you could say that it was a training bow, but whatever. Anyways, yeah, so hold on. This one needs to be deleted right quick. It's like, yeah, let's delete this one right quick. There you go. But sadly, when it comes to it, the king was able to be fast enough to dart right in front of Cannonball and Craig, and now they sped out, and now Craig actually has to make it. Meanwhile, we have a cool thing that shows up where, oh my goodness, they're gonna actually, yeah, they're so they combine bows together to make one big bow, and they're gonna launch Kelsey to take her out. And of course, both bows are destroyed, and they actually destroyed the staff that she made for the flag, and it's getting spun out, and there she is, sad and defeated. And then here she is saying, well, if we lose, then what am I? Because then the king will be gone. I won't be a BFF anymore. And I destroyed my friends, my only friend. I actually betrayed him. But for what? So at that point, that's where she actually just kept broken out and cry. And Omar was like, but it doesn't have to be like that. You know that for 3 years, and he said this to Craig too. It's like for 3 years, he was there in an overpass protecting it. 3 summers, he actually sacrificed just to make sure that the king didn't go over. And he's like, yeah, I could have been doing something else, but that doesn't mean that the rest of this summer can actually be wasted. So there she is defeated, and of course, well, the king was able to get to Craig, and now he's pulling the cape, and he's like, yo, well, I'm just gonna rip the flag off of it. No, don't do it. And he did it, and he's on the other side of the creek. Craig wins. Craig freaking wins. And at first they were gonna say, Craig, king of the creek. Oh, great king. And it's like, no, there's no kings anymore. This is just a creek. Given technically, like Craig said, that there should be order in the creek, but it's not gonna really be order in the creek anyways. I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna play out. It might play out sooner or later. And I was thinking about, yeah, if Craig actually tries to get a little bit of more power, a little bit more order, he could actually turn into something that he was fighting against. And it's like, oh, good Lord. And I really don't think they're going to do that. Thank goodness. But Craig actually won, and Omar was able to finally shed himself as the Green Poncho to say, Maya, we can actually, and she is gone. She is gone. But at least the good news today ends with Craig now actually having a new place to explore, the other side of the creek. And that's how this whole entire story ends. This is how the event ends. So, wow, am I right? They did not disappoint. That was awesome. Too bad I couldn't watch it officially. Good job, Cartoon Network. You did a great job on this, where I had to actually watch it by illegal means. Cartoon Network, that was messed to freak up. And it's like, yeah, but you have HBO Max though. HBO Max does not have the recent season. So yeah, had to do that. And that's why I technically want to keep cable, is because I don't want to do this by illegal means right now. But sadly, I'm doing it for Cartoon Network. But sadly, I can't do it for Toonami. But anyways, what do you think about this whole entire experience? Did it rock your world? I would say, please watch it for yourself. Watch it for yourself. Crank up the volume. Get ready to have a kid version of Avengers Endgame like level. Or at least Avengers. But I think it's more like Avengers Endgame. Because this was an end all be all. Because think about it, if King Xavier took over the whole entire creek. Oh, what the fuck. But hey, at least he's able to just say for a few days, he was able to rule all of the creek. And I'm pretty sure there had to be some talk. It's like there had to be some talk where it's like, whoa, that's dope, little bro. As for Keno, Keno doesn't give a crap because that's not how it started. It just got twisted since his sister actually took command. Anyways, there you go, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I think it's going to be a long while before you see another Craig of the Creek video from me. So, thank you for watching. Make sure to comment. And of course, if you like this, well, subscribe and watch the other videos pertaining to this one. It's like, yeah, watch all the other Craig of the Creek videos, even though some of them are dated now since this big event happened.